Okay, yesterday we started to talk about, at some point, that got a little bit erased there. All right, we were talking about character traits or character attributes, and I wanted you to read the story, The Ant and the Photograph, thinking about that. Now, what you're going to do today is you are going to fill in this, but you're going to do it for the ant and the photograph. I did it for the story, The Outburst. You remember reading that? And I chose Grandma as the person that I filled it in for. Now I'm going to explain how I did this and what I'm going to expect you to do with this story. Okay, so I went through and using Grandma, I gave a character attribute to Grandma and then something that happened in the story to prove that that's one of her attributes. So, character is Grandma, and I said that she was caring. And I have to use one of Grandma's thoughts in order to do that. And in the book, it says that Grandma could sense Sam's irritation. So it was a thought that Grandma had that Sam must be irritated. So she must care about how Sam feels. So see how I knew because of her thoughts that she must be a caring person. Okay? All right. Characters' feelings. Now, their thoughts and feelings sometimes are hard to get to, but you can come up with a character attribute for them. Now, I said that she was forgiving, and here's how I got to the fact that she's a forgiving person. When Sam yelled at her, she didn't get mad. Now, I know that she didn't get mad because she didn't say anything back, but it says even though she wanted to. Now, we know that she wanted to actually say something back, but she helped Sam instead. So she must be a very forgiving person because of what I know that she did. Okay, I guess I should show you where I'm getting these things from. On the first one, it said, Grandma must have sensed my irritation, so she invited me to explore the trail behind our house. So that's how I got the first one, that she was caring, is because a thought Grandma had was that she was irritated. She didn't say, Sam, I can tell you're irritated. It was just a thought she had. For the one about the feelings, that happens over here, where Sam says, Hayate, shut up. Your stupid quotes aren't helping. So Sam was really not nice. It says the ugly words hung in the steamy air for several long moments. I dreaded looking Grandma in the eye, and when I did, her eyes, a period both concerned and stern, spoke volumes without her having to utter the words they intended to convey. Don't ever speak to me that way again. So Grandma looked at her in a stern way, which meant don't you ever do that. But she never said that. Instead, then her mouth opened. Samantha, when Grandpa died, I was full of rage. Look at that. Instead of talking about how Sam spoke to her, she just forgave her in her heart and started to help Sam, didn't she? So there I used the character's feelings to do it. Okay, next one, character's actions. I said that she's a creative person because it says in the story, Grandma writes a famous mystery series starring her 5 grandchildren. So I said that she is a creative person as a character trait because she writes famous mystery series about her grandchildren. Okay, that one's fairly simple. Now I'm going to use some of her words. I'm going to say that Grandma is encouraging because she says she loves how green it is where they live now to make Sam feel better. So over here, it says when she is talking to her and Sam's saying it's going horribly, hideously, and horrifyingly awful, and she's just awful and not being very nice about it, Grandma says, we'll get used to it. I do love how green and lush it is, though. So she is being encouraging. You could even say she's a very positive person, right? But she's encouraging with her words about where they live now. Okay. And then the last one is how others' reactions to the character. So, how do other people react to her? Well, I'm going to say that Grandma is loving because Sam wanted to apologize. So I know that she loves Sam and Sam knows it. So after Sam does all of that, it says, let's see, where is it? After serious brainstorming, I decided my apology would be a celebration of her as well as her love of quotes. Okay, so Sam really wants to apologize. And so that tells me that Grandma is just a loving person because of what Sam is doing. Sam's reaction, another person's reaction to Grandma tells me that Grandma's very loving. Okay, so that's an example of how to do this sheet with the story, The Outburst. You're going to do this sheet for the story, The Ant and the Photograph. Now, here's the thing. It's not always the easiest to be able to do all 5 of these. So what I would like you to do is pick 4 of these circles that you can fill in, because there might be one that you may really struggle with, okay? But I want you to pick 4 that you can find different character attributes or character traits of. And you'll probably pick Duran, although you might pick somebody else in the story too. Okay? So you can pick whoever you want. Like I didn't pick Sam, who's the main character kind of The Outburst. I picked Grandma. So you don't have to pick Duran, but you can pick somebody else. Duran just might be the easiest. It depends on how you read it. Okay? So that will be for tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing that on Wednesday.